Today, we're going to teach you guys how to develop your own buy box. We're going to share with you a buy box that we use in Houston, and we want to let you know the importance of building your own buy box.
What is a buy box?
A buy box is something that helps you narrow down what area, what class of real estate you're going to be looking for. What happens is you will decide, hey, I want to get in real estate. Well, what we always recommend is that you start close to your home, draw a 5-mile circle around your house and get started. But you still need a buy box, because what will happen is we're all humans. We love shiny things. So if it's a shiny piece of gold, silver, diamond, water, we'll be attracted to it. We're deal junkies. We're assuming you could become a deal junkie. You'll start looking at real estate that doesn't meet your buy box because it's a good deal. So it might be on the other side of the city, maybe not a good place to start, the other side of the county because it seems like something good, other side of the state or the other side of the country. But with a buy box, you'll develop a discipline to chase the real estate that you're looking for specifically in your area. And that's what a buy box is.
What it's going to do too is it's going to narrow down everything from price, what's going to be the best return on investment. It's like whenever you go out to go buy a car, normally you don't go out to buy a car and you look at the Mercedes dealer to the Hyundai. You have an idea of what you want. So what we're trying to provide is time is of the essence. Time is money. So you don't want to spend a bunch of time, like Mike says, just looking at every shiny object out there. You need to know exactly or narrow down exactly what you're looking for and what a good investment looks like. So everybody has a different buy box. You got guys like Pace Morby out there. He's doing residential. He's doing single family homes that are all sub 2 stuff that are like 3 bedrooms that he can turn into 8 bedrooms. But for us, we are light industrial investors. We do stuff in storage, but today we're talking about light industrial and our buy box, what it is. And then we're also going to give you an example of exactly like what our buy box looks like.
All right, check it out. When you're watching these videos, we know that you guys have questions that aren't answered. Might be about business, might be about real estate. Well, guess what? We can answer all those questions that aren't getting answered in this video. So shoot us a text at 928-605-4335 because there's questions that need to be answered, and this dude and I will answer those questions for you. 928-605-4335. Shoot us a text.
So as an example, for our Houston buy box, this is the exact buy box that we use. So one thing we're looking for is we broke it down to 3 different categories in the Houston area that we're chasing as far as real estate. Number 1, flex space, stabilized yards, so parking equipment on and semis and things like that, and products from the port. And we also look at industrial buildings. So we have 3 different categories in the Houston market.
Now what we do is we actually narrow down. So those are the 3 main ones. Not to make it too complicated, like Mike said, it's flex space, stabilized yards, and industrial buildings. So if we talk about like flex space, tell them a little bit about like our buy box for just the flex space.
So we're not looking for the class A flex space. There's not enough profit in it for us. So we don't chase those ones. We don't buy flex space at a 4, 5, or 6 cap. We're not interested in that type of investment. We're looking for distressed properties. So number 1, flex space in the Houston area, it has to be a distressed flex space. So what is a distressed flex space? It's probably 30 years old, 40 years old, maybe 20 years old. It's owned by an old guy that built it in the 70s or 80s, maybe the 90s. And now he's aged out and hasn't raised rents. So the value add is going to be simple. We can go in there and simply raise the rates after we put on some lipstick. So what we're looking for, distressed properties. The most we're willing to pay in our buy box, they can be asking any amount they want. But we know we can only pay up to $80 a square foot.
So the reason that we look for distressed properties instead of going to LoopNet and Crexy whenever we're looking for a flex space is because we already know that if you look at all the flex space, you know that your buy box is going to be around $80 a square foot. Don't look on LoopNet or Crexy for those. You will not find them. It has to be a distressed property. So by identifying a buy box, identifying flex space, identifying distressed, we keep narrowing it down so we stay focused on the target, and the target is to buy 30% under value. Well, if you go look at like Class A properties, like Mike was saying, you are not going to find many distressed Class A properties because they're Class A properties. They're not distressed. They're not 30% under value. So like Mike was saying, target is a distressed flex space. 2 is got to be priced under $80 a square foot.
Right. And so when we find them just above $80, we'll still look at it, but we know we have to negotiate down to get it below $80 a square foot for the Houston market.
Stabilized yards.
We love stabilized yards. In different areas of the country, there's abandoned areas with large parking lots or large laydown areas. We love it when we find a piece of property, minimum size is an acre, up to 20 acres, even 40 acres of crushed concrete asphalt.
Yeah, they'll put like bull rock down to stabilize the yard and then put AB over the top of it. But it's got to be stabilized.
And there's so much value because the last time we stabilized over an acre, it's now up to $110,000 per acre just to stabilize. And that does not include concrete or asphalt. That's just the bull rock and the gravel on top that can support a semi.
So like a stabilized yard too, if it has a building, that's a plus. But it doesn't necessarily have to have like a certain square footage building, because we're looking at it as a stabilized yard that we can actually lease that yard out and have it meet the 1% rule of the purchase price of it. But a stabilized yard, if you're looking for a stabilized yard, that's your buy box. If it's got a 500 square foot building or a 500 square foot building or 5,000 square foot building or 50,000, you're looking at the stabilized yard, and we're giving you all the parameters of the buy box for a stabilized yard.
And in the Houston market, we realized that we're able to lease, and it depends on the area of Houston, we're able to lease empty properties that have a fence around them that are stabilized between $2,500 a month and $4,000 a month. So we use that in our formula to develop a buy box and try to find properties. A lot of times people do not put value in the crushed concrete, asphalt, or regular concrete on top of the ground. So we can buy properties, let's say it's got a small building and they're just valuing the building and there's 3 acres on it. Well, a lot of times people aren't thinking of the 3 acres that's stabilized. And if they are thinking of the 3 acres, they're pricing it as though it's not stabilized. Well, when we look at 3 acres that is stabilized, we understand that it's $100,000 per acre just to have that done. So if it's already done, there's a value add already on the property of $300,000. So we've been able to score a lot of different properties that have the stabilized yard, and we weren't charged for it.
Yeah, so if we can find land in our buy box in the Houston area of an acre, we would be interested somewhere around $80,000 to $110,000 per acre for that property. Now, when we're talking about a buy box too, these are all recommendations in your buy box. Say that you have 10 or 12 different things in that section in a stabilized yard or a flex space, you have 10 different things. Well, if it doesn't hit all 10, sometimes you may still be interested in it, but obviously the more that you can hit, it seems like that's a better one to chase after. So when we're going and we're identifying the area, we're using our buy box, we're hunting down that flex space or that stabilized yard, we're trying to check as many of those boxes in the buy box before we run at it. So if you went out and you find 10 of them, say 2 of them checked every box, well, those are the ones that you chase after first. And then like 2 of them only check like 4 boxes. Well, then that one, you're probably not going to chase as hard, or you need to do some more math to figure out, okay, that one's not stabilized, but I like it. It's an acre or more. It's got this, this, and this. And then you need to run the math problem to see if it'll actually work once you stabilize that. But let's move on to industrial buildings. When we're looking at industrial buildings, our buy box.
For industrial buildings, your buy box can change, but for ours right now, we're looking at buildings of 7,500 square feet and larger, maybe up to 50,000 square feet. We started out in our first buy box were 3,000 square foot buildings, but we've gone up to where, guess what? The expenses of running our company and doing things, we need bigger properties. So our buy box in Houston area for light industrial buildings is 7,500 square feet up to 50,000 square feet.
The height of the ceilings on the inside, we want a minimum of 12 feet from the bottom of the trusses to the concrete stabilized floor. So it's got to be at least 12 feet. If it's above that, we're good. We like it regardless. But sometimes whenever it's lower, then it's harder to get a tenant to move into that building. So we have a minimum of 12 feet from ceiling height all the way down to the concrete. Another thing that we'll look at is steel construction. And the reason we look at steel construction of a metal building is because we know the rehab is much cheaper on a steel constructed building as opposed to a concrete one. But that doesn't say that we're not into a concrete building. But in our buy box, we like to find distressed properties, get them cheaper in value, and the fix-up cost is going to be minimal compared to like repairing a wood structure or even possibly a concrete building.
And when he says concrete, we're talking about brick. It can be stucco. It can be a lot of different products. But we specialize in steel buildings. We already have the crew set up to take care of those type of repairs in the Houston area. So again, we've developed our buy box. You'll need to develop your own buy box and your specialty. But we love steel buildings. We love the Houston market. We love light industrial. And so that's why we chase steel buildings.
Yeah, lot size.
This is the bare minimum, is a 1/4 acre, which there's not many things smaller than that. So the point is, we like a little bit bigger yards so that the people have a place to park. But bare minimum is a 1/4 acre. We'll still buy a 2,000 square foot building, you know, if it lands in our lap on a small piece of property. But we like to stick at an acre, but we'll look at anything a 1/4 acre.
Yeah, the other thing is, like, a lot of times we'll be like, well, I saw this building, but it's really shitty. We're like, perfect.
Yeah. Condition doesn't matter.
It does not matter. I mean, obviously, if it's a total tear down, then at that point, you're just buying bare land, so you have to analyze it that way. But a lot of times people are turned away when they're looking at buildings because they're like, this one was really bad, so I didn't even bring it to you. Bring it to us. The shittier the building, the cheaper the price goes down. And then the rehab is not as expensive as what a lot of people think it's going to be.
So the maximum purchase price for our distressed properties in the Houston area that we're talking about is $75 a square foot. We don't pay more than that because we just know what we can get for rents, and it just doesn't pencil for us after $75 a square foot. Again, we're looking at distressed properties. We understand that someone's out there going, well, it's going to cost $130 a square foot to build. We get it. But we don't buy properties that are over $75 a square foot when it comes to light industrial.
And the reason why we don't pay more than that is because we know that once the value add and everything comes into it, that it's about a $9 annual triple net lease market. So that means on an annual basis, your tenant is going to pay $9 per square foot for that property, and they'll take care of the property taxes, insurance, and common area maintenance.
And we like to try to get to $12, and we always fight for that. But there's areas that we just can't get that. So $9 is what we try to budget everything on. And then when we can get more, well, we're just winning more.
Yeah, if we can get 12, we'll take it. But we don't try and fool ourselves. We don't go, well, it's 12, if everything turns out perfect. No, we kind of look at the rental, and then we just say, because you're going to have some vacancies in there. So we end up pushing it down to $9 per square foot.
And when we say the Houston market, again, our buy box, what we have developed is we use a system where we look at a city and we draw a circle around the city and we turn it into a clock. So you got 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. As an example, this is the Houston market that we're chasing right now. There's downtown Houston, and we separate it by freeways. So in this piece of pie in Houston, in our buy box, right now, not saying we wouldn't look somewhere else, but we are only concentrating on this piece of pie. So that's what we've done. We broke this down into a clock of Houston. You can do it in Seattle. You can do it anywhere you want. You can do it in your small town. But we break it down, and then we are going to drive each one of these roads. We're going to be on Google. We're going to be on maps. We're going to be looking at every single thing we can. We're going to be looking at tax records. We're going to do everything we can to find every distressed property that meets our buy box. But we have a concentrated area. If you don't have a buy box, you'll be looking at a duplex over here because your buddy said there's a hot one over here on the other side of Houston. We're not doing that. And we want you to understand that a buy box is very important to keeping every single thing focused. And so you can just zero in on an area and you can cover all the roads. You can drive for dollars, we call it, but you need a buy box.
And it relates to every form of real estate investor, whether it's residential, commercial, all the different classes of commercial. You can use it for anything. You can use it for self-storage, anything like that. And like Mike's talking about the clock. So if you just imagine whenever you're picketing your targeted area, whether it's Seattle, Phoenix, Houston, Mike's just saying take like a 5-mile circle or a 10-mile circle around the center area. And then as you're building your buy box, you can't tackle too much at once. That's why you have a buy box. You can't tackle too many areas at once. So if you draw that circle all the way around that area and then you put your buy box together and you go search in that area, rather than searching the whole thing all together, just take from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And that portion of the map is where you're going to go look. And then what I like to do is once we create our CRM or even just a sheet of paper with all the addresses and stuff on it and seeing what's in your buy box, then to do the follow-up to try and purchase it, it's much easier to do that.
So again, buy boxes are essential for keeping focused and keeping success coming your way. You need to be able to zero in and so that you don't end up all over the place. So build a buy box. So what we do is we coach people on how to buy and how to invest in commercial real estate.
It's real easy to reach out to us. Honestly, you can text us at 928-605-4335. You can DM us on Instagram, but we're honestly truly here to help you to create your buy box, to understand what a buy box is. We're here to educate you. So if you need help, the reason we do this is because we needed help. We had nowhere to go.
That's exactly right.
If you got Mike and Bo, we'll help you guys out. So DM us or text us 928-605-4335.
We have closed on over 200 commercial pieces of property. So we know what we're talking about. We know the importance of a buy box and want to show you how to do it.